Pretty favorable board for us. Our opponents should have a little something here. Having the King of Hearts is kind of nice. It allows us to not really make many mistakes. I think I'm going to go half pot here since we're multi-way. Apologize to everybody for the tardiness. It took me a minute to get the stream fired up because Christian was already registered in many of these events, which meant I had to run my hotspot, which turned into a whole fiasco. Yeah, we're going to go for it here. We're going to go for it here. I like 3/4 pot since we're 3 ways. Chin spicy. So I hope all of you had the opportunity to watch the vlogcast today. It was a pretty good one in my opinion. We talked all things World Series. We talked all things Mike Matusow. We talked all things Google. Trying to get that sponsorship. We're out here making moves. We had a meeting with Christian Mingle. That went well. Ship this pot with kings. That's unfortunate. I didn't expect to just win there. Oh, that's adorable. Scott Parrish thinks I'm getting married someday. No fucking chance, buddy. No chance that occurs. But if it were, you're goddamn right I would be late. The world operates on my time. Welcome to the show, boys. We're here to do some gambling. Speaking of gambling, if you all would like the opportunity to have 1% of my action in today's events, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and be sure to leave a comment on today's vlogcast video. Not yesterday's stream, today's vlogcast video. We've done our work with the streams. They're getting traction. We're almost at 20,000 views for yesterday. That's pretty fucking good. We haven't had that kind of viewership yet in S4Y. But our vlogcast is fucking lagging. We only got 1,200 views. We need to get that shit up. I need to 10x that. That's the realest motherfucking podcast around. Just ask Chin. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. So if you want more of that fire, you want more of that spicy Dominican fire week in and week out, we need you to go and like and comment on the vlogcast video from today. It's not that big of an ask, guys. I know you like supporting us. I can tell by the 1,000 likes that I was able to get out of you all last night. Can't appreciate that enough. Thank you guys so much for the support. Not that it takes a whole lot to hit a like button, but you know, hey, we asked, you delivered. That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. The night ended well last night after we shut the stream down. Ended up winning 12K in that 25-50 game. Putting us up like 9,500 for the day total. Plus 33,000 live. Plus 1,000 likes on the video. Tuesday was a success. Didn't win a tournament, but accomplished a lot of goals. Maybe today we win a tournament. Maybe today we win 2 tournaments. I don't know. Anything's possible. We're in the streets. Sometimes they give us the gold, you know? What up, Michael Ruby? What up, Final Table Boy? Derek Daddio, Joel Lewis, Frank DF, AMG, Past the Salt, Moose Duty. God, every time I say that name, I feel like I got. Every single time, man. I feel like I got. I don't know what to do with this hand. It's probably just a fold, but I would have opened if he folded. So I feel like since he limped, I can't fold. Now we get fucking ISO, and we just have to lay it down. King Jack's a weird hand, man. King Jack's real nice when you're on the button. Not so nice when you're under the gun one. That you miss her when she goes away. Huh? No, just one live. Just went live. We're here. We did it. I must have to hit refresh because it's not showing up for me. That's fucked up. I did click go live. It just keeps saying going live. There we go. You are live is what it says. Oh no, you guys missed my great bluff. Fuck. Fuck. It was such a good bluff. God damn it. It was such a good bluff, guys. I went half pot. I went full pot. I went 2x pot. And he said, call, fold. Call, fold. That's what you want. That's the dream in poker. If you could design a hand from start to finish, it would look like this. 3x pre-flop, half pot flop, full pot turn, 2x pot river, fold. Because that's just too much. You're going to have nothing way more often. Yeah, you want him to call, obviously, on the river when you have value, but like that just doesn't happen very often. So like you're happy with the fold. You're happy with the fold. My dream scenario is call, fold. That's all I ever want people to do. Just call, fold. Every day, all day. The sooner you guys understand that everything is Christian's fault, the better off we will all be as a community in understanding how this operation carries forward, right? Like he gets all the shine for being the social genius and the personality. Well, he's got to have some downside too, right? So when the machine doesn't operate, it's got to be on him. It just has to be. Who else could it be? We're gonna run a thin one here. This was a 4-way pot on the flop. We just defended out of the big. I think we gotta go for it with the 10 blocker. This is a freeze out, which is kind of painful because whenever it fails, we're below starting. But hey, I don't think it's gonna fail, man. I think he has like queen jack, queen 10, but doesn't realize his blockers are good and just folds too much. He just folds too much. Told you, just folds too much. What? Chin's over in the corner talking shit. It's a distraction already. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, guys. You hear these bozos? I'm running a live goddamn show here, and they're just shouting across the room like a couple of I'm turning the fucking heater on. I'm gonna smoke these fools out. I can handle it. I'm always cold. 105, whatever. That's room temperature to me. You guys in Vegas know what I'm talking about. Some of these screen names, man. Some of these. Ooh. A little too early. A little too early for the birdies. Not too early for deep country, though. Wow. What a song. Oh, shit. That's not going to work out well for him. Bad time to go all in, my man. Bad timing. Let's hope the guy who limps has, like, queens and just rips it, too. I got the birds. Go. Oh, man. I shrunk all of the things. Whoops, I forgot to start the timer, too. That's my bad, Caleb. That's on me, man. That is on me. We hold. Let's go. How strong is your hand, man? Got the Niners here. Got them Niners. Hi. Let's shine. Just gonna call. We will just call. What you mean? Oh, that's okay. Oh yeah, we're calling with these nines. I got distracted. Just hold. Oh yeah, sets are nice. Ooh, there's a sweat deuce. Hey, the deuce game. Ask for a deuce, get a deuce. Drop a deuce, leave a deuce. Oh shit, another set. Oh shit, another set. What a day it's gonna be, boys and girls. Don't tell me what I want to do, devil woman, okay? Oh no, I timed out with Jack 10 suited. Fuck. Jack 10 Sudafield's worse. That's where she is, that's where I wanna stay. I gotta tell you, I'm starting off hot with the cards, but I feel I'm a little worn out from the vlogcast. I don't have it in me to be quite as spicy today to start. We might just chill and just win. God, man, winning with a set on 10-6 deuce, 3-way, with a quarter pot c-bet is maybe one of the most depressing feelings in poker. Yeah, we were 3-way. How? How can I ever just win there? It's not a thing. Fine. I had a 6. Well, I had 2 6s. I had all the 6s, actually. When can we watch Rage Cash Games? I gave a like, LOL. Wow, we're already at 100. Nice work, everybody. I appreciate you greatly. Win a flip. Nope. I think we gotta go for it here. We have pretty strong blocker qualities. What? He just turned a flush on us, I guess. God damn it. That is so brutal. So brutal. Okay. You got it. You got it, sir. It's your hand to win. And it's gonna be a long ride. Berkey, do you think there's a strong correlation with your level of play while streaming and the number of tables you're playing? We know it's harder to play while streaming, but does volume matter? Volume matters to an extent. I think I can handle 4 tables just fine. I think when you get into 6 or more, it becomes pretty difficult. Especially, I mean, I think 6 tabling is hard enough as is. I think 6 tabling while streaming is a nightmare. There are just so many little spots that you miss. That's really the biggest challenge. Shippity-doo-dah. Used my Berkey free roll dollars on a S4Y t-shirt today. Can't wait to get it. My man John, I see you out there. You're gonna look good in that black and gold. Everybody looks good in the black and gold. No, of course it's not a coincidence. It's fucking Pittsburgh, baby. Let's go. Chin's getting our alternative colors are red, white, and blue, but Dominican. Right, but not American red, white, and blue. Dom says, my prediction is last week of July, Berkey and Chin both win bracelets and stream hits 10K likes and 50K subs. Yo, you're ambitious, man. You're ambitious. Google be calling if we hit those numbers. Definitely Christian Mingle. They are into the idea of 50,000 subscribers, I gotta tell you. My roommate Joanne just texted the group, said that she got hit and ran on the freeway today. Somebody just smashed into her and then took off. Welcome to Las Vegas. Very unfortunate. Glad she's okay. Uh-oh. Berkey, how did the 5-1 brunette Board of Governors Christian Mingle meeting go? Yo, a lot of Christian girls are 5-1 and brunette. I won't lie. Not in Vegas, though. This is not a, this is a sinner's town for sure. No. Right. You might not get so much spice today out of me. We'll see. Might just be chilling. Even the way the night. This is kind of a weird hand. I faced 2 bets on this texture. Ran out the old 2 pair. And decided to lead 3/4 pot on the river. Very exploitative. I was up against King 8 of clubs, which makes a lot of sense. A hand that should not be betting the flop really versus big blind, but has enough equity where it doesn't really get punished all that hard. So it makes perfect sense.
The silence echoes in a long stretch of trees already burned by the fire.
Whoops. Our first misclick of the day. Under the gun opens, we min raise behind because we're not paying attention. Yeah, this is a purposeful 3-bet, or so he believes, I hope. And it grew. Chin loves to do with aces. Oh shit, we just get called, that's great. Chin fucking loves it. Down here, I think we're just all in. Oh shit. Spade, Jack, 10. Not 10. 10's no good. Spade or Jack would have been nice. Fuck you and your flip. Man, he just called off 22 with ace jack off. That is strong. What up, Steve Bessett? How you doing, my man? Thank you for attending today's TED Talk. Jason, my man, what's good? We are still in the bracelet event, 8 minutes into the stream, thank God. Hopefully we make it all the way to the giveaway. I think we'll do the giveaway at, let's do it at 6:45. 6:45 Pacific. I like that time. It's only underneath. It's only natural. Feel the way. Burke, what's the tallest woman you've ever dated, and be honest? 5'11"? Yeah, I've never dated anyone taller than me, although I would be open to it. Tall girls are just awkward. When they're that tall, anyway. But they're athletic as fuck, which I love. I should add a qualifier to that 5'1" brunette. She also has to be athletic. I'm not asking for too much, guys, okay? I'm not single because I'm picky. Yeah. "6'3"? That's a goddamn tree of a woman there, Caleb. Jesus. If we don't final table one of these World Series events, I'm going to be very sad. There are 31 of them, man. I just have a bad feeling it's going to be like a PLO event, which is just going to be like, all right, really? Fine. I'll take a bracelet in PLO, I guess. Many lives I live for love. It don't get easier. WSOP got it's a small buy-in schedule today, but it's popping. It is popping. Ooh, let's check our rake back. What did we get yesterday? $300. Pretty nice. That's gonna pay for some tournaments. Hard and harder to believe. Truth. I wish I could look at the lobby and know what I'm already registered in versus what I'm waiting to late register. Ultimate Grinder says you guys should do a Karen segment. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about picking on white suburban moms just doesn't feel comfortable to me. Honestly, I think we could just do like a Twitch lowlight segment every week. Just find like the best blow up on Twitch or YouTube and just pick it apart. Dissect it like John Madden, you know, like circles and shit. Well, you said right here what happens is he says he's gonna fuck him in the ass. And then he finds out it's a woman and he feels sort of bad, but he goes on her Twitter and calls her the C word. Madison would just be like the... He'd be like the John Gruden would call him in for like a special guest appearance to give us his professional analysis. Well, you'll see what happens is when you really get emotional, you gotta threaten someone's family and livelihood. Offer them bodily harm. That is really the ticket to ensuring that you are doing it right. This guy has too many chips. We're gonna try to separate him from him. Jack 10. Fuck. Ace 9. Boo. Boo this man. We're double barreling here. Board texture is pretty dry. We're trying to target middling pairs. King high. Better ace highs, ace 10. Maybe ace queen. We really nailed this one. We're gonna go with a small bet. Save me low, won't you? Now we're gonna try to check shove. Nah, we're not. We're just gonna commit ourselves. Looks like a hand we might shut down. Jim Colton says you should promote your merch more. It's solid. I will. I'll have to get some imagery for the ads for it. That's the best way to go about it, I think. I hear the sirens. I feel the chains coming round. We're gonna get spicy here. Whoops, wrong one. We're all in on that one. For dust. Let's just click it. I like this clicking. Save me low, won't you? It worked. We win. We win. I won't share that with anybody, Caleb. I see you out there working. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I think we should maybe be opening a little bit larger in in these bracelet events where everybody's way too goddamn deep for their own good. Then again, it just folds to the big blind, so what do I know? What do I know? Oh, no, not top set. So much top set. As you drown. Yep. No. Masks are hard to come by. 3's a nice card. It's a big brick. We still lose to flushes, Jack 9 and Ace Jack, but we got outs, so we're gonna bet it. Basically building a pot for when that 3 hits the river and we get to overbet. God bless it. Just have a jack and call, man. Let me see if I can get some imagery of our merch. Throw it in ads. Some are born for the fire. Some are born to twisted ashes of their wicked desire. For you, my love. For you, my love. We're born for the hunting. I'll have to get it taken care of for next stream. If I start messing with Photoshop now, you guys aren't going to hear from me for like an hour. Mike D says, hello Berkey, check that email. I have an interesting question that you might enjoy. I saw it, Mike. I don't think it's all that interesting. I understand where you're coming from. So basically, Poker Guru was asking his viewers to offer up any reads that they may have on the players that he was up against. And, you know, he was effectively leveraging his network in that way in order to try to gain an edge while they play down. And Mike is basically, Milk, my apologies, was basically asking, like, what I thought of that. Do I think that's fair? You know, and everything that goes along with that. The answer is kind of like, it's gray. But also, he's giving a lot up by streaming, and any of his opponents could be watching that stream as well to gain that same information. So I don't really think it's necessarily unethical by any stretch. I do think it's a good point of conversation. I agree with that part. I think that, you know, it's something we can maybe discuss on the podcast. I didn't want to bring it up because specifically it was Guru, and I don't want it to look like it's sour grapes. So it's not really something I wanted to dig too deeply into. And I also don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. But I agree. I understand where you're coming from. We got some super chats out there. Brett Mason Media says, you're doing epic things for those paying attention. Thank you. We appreciate you hitting us up with the $9.99. Thank you, my man. That's 1 month subscription to the sub-site you just gave us for being us. And I appreciate that. Joe S. also hitting us up with the super chat. My man, you didn't have to do that. I do greatly appreciate it. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. We appreciate all of you for engaging, liking, commenting, subscribing, making us a little bit bigger in the YouTube sphere. That's where we're at right now. We need your support. You guys are doing big fucking things for us, so we appreciate that. Are we gonna run it here? Or are we gonna run this? Chrome King check calls flop. Checks turn. A lot of ace high in that range. I think we set him up for river shove. I think we're going to bet something in the neighborhood of 1800. And just rip when check to. I don't think ace king, ace queen high, ace jack high, ace 10 high can really call. When he has those combos in hearts, I do think that he's likely to check 3 times. If he finds a call off here, more power to him, man. He's really only beating like 5-6, and the exact hand that we have, he can't really know that we have this hand. I do feel like I'm getting set up. I do feel like he has like top set of 7s or just like 8s, 9s, something of that nature. But more power to him if that's the case. I would definitely shove 7x for value here. I mean, whatever. He finds a hero call, good for him. Kind of is what it is. I think that's a good spot to just run it. Do your best to love and be loved. Up here in the old bracelet. I think we're gonna let this one go. When we're this deep, I kind of do like. Oh, they're not that deep. They are not that deep. Chrome King did not fade our wrath there. We're gonna do what we need to do to punish. Ticket now on the Hurricane Express. Jim Colton says, my cart is full. What's the S4Y coupon code for July? We haven't made one, man. We definitely have not made one yet. This is a spot. It's a spot. I think we can just like get it in. This hand does okay if called. For those of you just trickling in, same deal as every other day. If you want a piece of me in today's bracelet event, I need you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and head over to today's vlogcast and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Everybody's so deep. I'm gonna flicker in. We're gonna play. We are gonna play. Yeah, that's a good start. Not a good turn. Not a good turn for us. I am just a shark drifting in the water. If I stop to think, then I drown. I just smell the blood. Very unfortunate. My mind don't even know that my body is around. If you see my love, will you tell her that I miss her? Will you tell her it's been weeks since I smiled? We running it up down here, fading that re-entry. Come get some, Chrome King. Just dreaming of her by my side, by my side. Wow, Katie Lindsay stacks off super light here. Man, I think we should have raised the flop, but it looks like Katie Lindsay was willing to play for it with that 5. For the city, and it didn't make my feet. Jet Set 1, I see you at my table, buddy. He was in the chat yesterday. Shout out to him. If you see my love, will you tell her that I miss her? Riley, my man, or my girl, depending on how that spelling plays out. I'm not really sure. That's a gender neutral name. Thank you so much for the super chat, $4.99. We appreciate you. Learned a lot from you in this channel. Keep up the grind, brother. I'm here. I'm here for a month for sure. Possibly more. We have a little something in the works. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah. Hish! Sending these messages is cheaper than losing money to you on the table. I love it, man. Thank you so much, buddy. I offered Hish a place to stay, but he's a princess and says, I can't, I'm allergic to cats. Take a Benadryl. Starts to fall, and the bird starts to circle. Start to show. We're banging. We are banging. No problem, Milk. I will try to address it somewhere down the line. I don't want to be dismissive of your question. I think it's a very good one. For now, we cut to break. As soon as these hands wrap. What are we going to give you guys today? Let's give you a course. Let's start you off with a little bit of... What do we want to give you a little taste of today? Let's do a little man versus machine. What do we say about that? I'm into it. I'm feeling it.
Aesthetically, they're lining up pretty well. So he's probably playing this spot pretty well just by pretty much betting his entire range.
I'm gonna hit you with the 1.5, so don't get thrown off.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to season 3 of Man vs. Machine. I'm here with a new guest. I'm here with Matt Berkey himself, the CEO of S4Y, or S4Y Enterprises, S4Y, whatever you want. We're going to run through a really interesting hand to open up season 3. We're going to talk about a hand from a tournament run that you made earlier this year in the PCA, aren't we?
Yep.
So this is, I think, a really interesting hand because it came at a really important part of the tournament, right? So do you want to introduce the setting a little bit for us?
Sure. So I made a deep run in the PCA main event. Ironically, I've only played this event twice, and I've gotten, I think, 36th and 15th. But it was a very interesting run for me in the sense that multiple televised hands came to be that were quite fascinating. Mm-hmm. So the first one was obviously I folded a full house on the river on the live stream incorrectly, and that had happened with about 45 left, I think, leaving me with about 30 blinds. I was able to maneuver that back into like a top 5 stack, found myself with 15 left, and a relatively tough table, all things considered, by stack distribution and talent-wise.
Sure.
So this hand that we're going to speak about, my plan of attack actually being that I had slight chip leverage against my opposition was going to be targeting these early position raises through pretty aggressive 3-bets.
Right, so that's exactly what happened in this hand. We have another position open from, I think his name is Pavlo Vexler, I think his name is, who's a pretty aggressive, one of those sort of, almost like a cookie cutter stereotype of an Eastern European pro, I think, in a lot of ways. Yeah. So pretty aggro, opening pretty loose, I would assume, and we're playing 8-handed as well, so that kind of makes it a little looser as well. And then you are second to act, right? You're under gun 1, and you have King 10 of spades, right? Okay, cool. So talk me through your decision-making pre-flop against the under the gun open there and what kind of options you're considering with King 10 spades.
Sure, so as I mentioned, he and I were like 5 and 6 in chips, so we were both above average. Being that I have position and a slight chip advantage, I think it's a pretty good situation where I can take one of two paths. I either want to avoid him at all costs and just play against smaller stacks surrounding me, or I can kind of take spots away from him through pretty aggressive pre-flop play. Now, albeit this isn't my greatest strength, I would much rather take people post, but in these early position dynamics where it's under the gun 1, I'm pretty much going to have to play my linear range in a 3-bet or fold type manner.
Right.
So I think King 10 suited's on a cusp. I think it very well could just fold. And if my strategy were to avoid Vexler a little bit more frequently, then I would have. And maybe that should have been the path that I took because he's certainly a talented player. I wasn't targeting. I wasn't targeting him because I thought he was bad. It was more so the dynamics.
Sure.
So that said, with King 10 being a cusp hand, I did elect the 3-bet it.
Sure. I think the open was to 60K because we were at 15K, 30K big blind ante deep in the tournament. So the open was to 60K on the gun. You make it 175 with King 10 spades. He then comes along and makes a 4-bet to 375. So in this dynamic, under the gun opens, under the gun 1 3-bets, under the gun 4-bets. What's the sort of dynamic that you're going to be expecting to emerge here? Do you expect him to be really poled, maybe a little bit more linear? What do you think?
Right. So given the sizing, I think that he still has the availability to be pretty linear. Now it's strange because my hand blocks some combinations of the hands that we choose, but really just the spade combinations.
Yeah.
He can still have the other 3 combos of hands that contain a king or a 10 suited for the entire duration of suited broadways. I kind of regret my sizing a little bit given that I think I tipped my strategy ever so slightly by choosing a slightly smaller size here. I think it would have been a little bit better to go to about 7.5 big blinds instead of choosing. I think I chose 6.5.
Just under 6, I guess.
Just under 6.
Big blind 30, you went 175, so it's just under 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a little bit small, only in the sense that it allows or affords him more counter strategies.
Right.
And against a weaker player, I would want to offer more complex counters and say, like, here, you have a plethora of options. Choose wisely because I think you're bad and you're probably going to choose poorly. But against a good player, I think you want to funnel them into pretty predictable counters. Right. I want to funnel him into a 4-bet or fold situation, or maybe funnel him into a situation where the size is so large that he really doesn't have 4 bets because I'm repping a fold range.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think with the stack sizes being as they are, about 1.6, 1.7 million, it's kind of an awkward zone because if he 4-bets to the sizing that he does, 375, like you don't really have any room to like 5-bet fold, but at the same time 5-bet jamming for 1.7 million or so over a 375 4-bet is a bit awkward. So talk me through facing the 4-bet there with king 10 of spades. Like, did you consider folding? What did you end up doing?
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's very frustrating because of the price I'm being laid. Folding is pretty much ruled out. That being said, in real time, it just felt like this is an uncomfortable spot, particularly with my exact hand. Like, it's too good to fold for sure, and I'm being laid way too good of a price. But I'm facing an under the gun 4-bet range. So this range by nature should be polar. However, given the sizes and what's at risk, he gets to be pretty merged here or linear in nature because he's risking small and forcing me to risk large. Like you said, I really shouldn't be shoving 1.6 million almost with anything.
Right. I would think that even your aces, kings in that spot, like you're incentivized to keep some stuff in his range by just peeling because it's just so difficult. When if you do 5-bet jam with let's say with kings, like does he even really call it off with queens? Like it's a really tough spot for him. So I think that he should probably expect you in that spot to play a lot of call or fold with most of your range, which I think it makes his 4-bet sizing pretty interesting in that regard because it sort of implies when he goes kind of small, it sort of implies that he's very much okay with you just calling a lot, which is an interesting thing given that he's going to be the one out of position. So I'm curious about like if we had the ability to sort of get inside his head.
Next world he solves. I'm kidding, kind of. Oh man. All right, what do we got on the Leroy? Oh baby. Oh my God, it's just queued up the song about life. You can't make this shit up. Just a man with an acoustic guitar playing his heart out. You gotta respect it.
Well, I've been sitting here watching the cars go by, trying to write this song.
All right, we're not gonna let that fly.
About leaving home and being
We're not gonna let that fly. We're at the top of the hour. If you guys are just joining us, please like, subscribe, comment on today's vlogcast video for a chance to win 1% of me in this bracelet event. $255. You better get back in. I have all the chips. Hey man, it's a song about life. And sometimes you wanna paint it on the wall. And sometimes you wanna. We might look him up if he fires here. Diamonds miss. He limp called. Oh, 2/3. Well, he doesn't have ace queen. He could have queen 9. Queen 9 makes a fucking ton of sense. Queen 9 makes a ton of sense. We blocked 9-8. That's his most logical bluff. We blocked 7-8, which is his second most logical bluff, as well as 9-7. Probably has them in full. I just don't think he's running it here. Good luck, sir. Good luck to you. Every night. We stop and go, this clown. Shouldn't say that, I have no idea who this guy is. But the big blind was sitting out, we opened under the gun. He thought we were getting a little cheeky, so he clicked it on us. I said, I'm gonna call, and then I'm gonna smash. And now he's in a weird spot. Maybe he'll call with king, queen high, and we just have him beat. Maybe he'll fold ace 7, and he had us beat. Who knows? Who knows? This is the proposition we've laid him, and it's up to him to figure it out. Maybe we're getting slow rolled. Maybe this is aces, and we're gonna drill a 4. Nope, he just folded. How often in the chat for the opportunity to win? Not sure what that means, Angelo. You need to like, subscribe, and comment on today's vlogcast video. If you check out our site, it is the main video on site. As soon as you go to our page. Oh, Chrome King, we got something for you, homie. Yeah, we the stopper. We were coming. We were coming. With the ship tonight. We'll go down with the ship tonight. We'll go down with the ship tonight. We'll go down with the ship. Oh, 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 every night. Comfortably, if I had $1 million life money, and so Landon asked how much my bankroll would need to be to comfortably play the Ivy Room game on my own. If I had $1 million to live off of that was secure and put aside, I would comfortably play the Ivy Room game off a $2 million roll. Yeah, less probably. It's more like 20 buy-ins. It's really like 20 buy-ins. But I think I have a good shot taking strategy. Hello, birdies. Yeah, exactly. sit with half of it. Sit with half of it one day in a good juicy game. Try to double it. If that doesn't work, then just sit with 100K at a time and hope for the best. Yo, I've been doing these min 3 bets all day because we're deep. We registered everything early. I like this. It's kind of dope. We've been doing it with all kinds of hands. We had king jack off. We had aces. Nobody knows what to do with it. Sometimes we get cold called. It's like flatting, only not really. You know? It's like flatting, only they'll check to you after the flop. Now we just do some weird shit because like we never have an 8. I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship. Then it says, I can't believe Platt threw it in with the king deuce. Yeah, I think he was in that blind versus blind spot one too many times and he got a little bit frustrated. It's a plus chip EV call for sure, but ICM wise, I think it was a pretty big mistake. He was just in an okay chip position. I think he was like 3 of 6 or 3 of 7. And though there wasn't a big separation between 7th and 3rd, it was big enough that you should be waiting. Like he had 15 blinds, you know? You were born. Oh no, that's probably a good hand. That's probably a good hand. Under the gun opens. Oh no, come on, fucking Chrome King, man. 20 big blind shove. I think we just have to fold. Tight fold, tight fold. He didn't have deuces? Ah. Fuck, we could have had Ustream. ACR went down today. Chin's forced to play on WSOP. We could have had him streaming in these streets. Brutal, guys. Brutal. calling me home. Vanish before I speak. Mark Goodrich said, my comment on the vlog was, please bring Jamie on as a guest ASAP. We can keep with the theme that all of our guests have been females. I think that would be okay. So far. Holy road. Eric says he's RVing across Canada watching the stream. Let's go. Fuck, man. That sounds awesome. I'm in to RV across Canada. When I die, my head'll be on Betty Davis' lap, way out in the desert. Love my wicked soul. And hear that holy roll. When is the S4Y pickleball tournament? As soon as I win a bracelet, I'm building a pickleball court in my backyard, and I will host a 10-team tournament at my own house. Put it in the books. Summer 2021. It can't be that long. Yeah. Never heard of Leroy until I started watching the stream, and now I find myself singing along. What's that say about me, Burke? It says I introduced you to something that was life-changing, Sean. That's all. You're welcome. Film all my life. A maggot knife. When he gets done with him. Alright, Chrome King, you're my nemesis today. I'm coming for you. You put any chips in this pot, you're getting the horns. Stop and go in his ass. I'm not even gonna shove. Nah, I lied, I'm gonna shove. We have the best hand a lot. We got the best hand a lot, but we didn't have the best hand. We could get there with a heart or a deuce. No. No. Or the board pair. We had a lot of outs to chop. Or win. Nice fucking life, kid. Nice life, kid. You're really doing it. We're not done yet. Got to get out of here. Bracelet event's moving right along. 1,400 people have registered. 650K prize pool. 1,000 people remain on the dot. What? 640,000 for 50 minutes, yeah. Probably. Freeze out can't do it. Sun is rolling over, I'm feeling sore. The Holy Ghost is this is probably a good grind spot, a good squeeze spot. I think flatting probably doesn't perform all that well. Scott Parrish says both sides of the aisle are coming together in Michigan to push for the joining the interstate poker concept. That would be huge for the player pool, hopefully online by the end of the year. I'm rooting for it, man. I'm rooting for it. Got to get through the lobbyists. It's very difficult. How many songs are on the Leroy YouTube rotation? Are the Lone Stars from Texas? What the fuck? How is this ever a shove? I might call. God, I might just punt the bracelet event right now. I might just call up 40 big blinds here with ace 10 because this makes no goddamn sense. Oh, if I had ace jack suited, I would just be in there, man. If this were a re-entry, I would already be in. What are these people doing? What are they doing? What is that hand? It's not a hand. That's the answer. It's not a hand. It's never a hand. It's just not a hand. Violins are playing. We're gonna hit him with the block here, with the full house. Check called, half pot flop, check, check, turn. Hit him with that block bet. See if we can get his ass. We got a call. He had Jack, Jack. JJ. Lying in the cut with the JJ. Pick right back up where we left off. I think we're all in here versus Veo. It's hard for him to have a better hand in this formation. Start the hand 42 blinds effective. I just think we have a lot of fold equity here. When we don't, we still have a pile of equity versus this range. Flatting is obviously an option, but I think this hand's probably too strong. Oh, but honey, you were so right. Heart? Heart? Oh my god, he called off with king queen. Just hold. Deuce, 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 deuce. Yes! He 3-bet called off with king queen suited in the bracelet event for 43. Ace queen. The bottom of my range. Stone fucking bottom. Hi-yi-yi, baby. Baby! Alright, guys. We got a little gift. We managed to hold in a big spot. Now we go. This is why you don't call off the ace 10 for 40 versus somebody who's clearly punting. Yeah. You just wait for 2 hands later where you get ace queen and find somebody else who's clearly punting. That's all. That's all. No big deal. Chin, you still in the bracelet? All right. If I bust and you're still in, we'll get you over here in this chair. So don't go too deep. Chin's over there fighting for his goddamn life. Queens into kings, kings into aces. Still has 40 bigs. I'm just firing it in here with ace 10. I'm just gonna keep doing shit versus Piper got paid. That back shove, it was suspect, man. It was suspect. I ain't having it. No, they're in San Fran. Yeah. Ah-ya. Good, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Pretty till you die. Wins. Wins. And you're selling words and you're preaching words that don't need. You guys got 25 minutes. It'll be 20 minutes by the time you hear this. Before the giveaway is announced, I got chips, baby. I got chips. Almost 100 big blinds. Just get yourself in there, like, subscribe, leave a comment on yesterday's video, or sorry, on today's vlogcast. My apologies. Trying to get a little traction on that vlog. You know, get us out there. We also got pals in the Berkey Invitational, aka the 75K. Haven't won it yet. Have bubbled the final table of it 3 times though. So here we are. 22nd in chips, sorry, 28th in chips with 300 left. Doo-doo-doo. Whoops. What up, Will? How you doing, my man? Hope things are well. Give a little hello and tip of the cap to the wife. Back to you. Oh, hi. If you had to set a line on you making a final table in a bracelet event this month, what would it be? I mean, obviously I'm a dog, just because it's a hard thing to accomplish. But I don't think I'm a massive dog. I would take 3 to 1 at final tabling something.
In the bracelet event?
Yeah,
3 to 1.
it seems fair. Who wants to lay me 3 to 1 that I'll make a bracelet final table? I'll take it.
It's in the escrow.
I will take it. $10 million.
Yeah, it's just not teaching enough to find a way around it too much.
What are we doing here? Check. I have been a liar. 7 to 1. That's like a fair bracelet bet. Chin wants 7 to 1 to make a final table. Sure. No. No one can tell us that we're wrong. Final table boy goes, so that's how you play ace queen. That's right. All ace queen lessons reserved for me. All right, we're coming for you, Chrome King. We're fucking coming for you. Not this time, big guy. You're not curse-settering me today. That's good. You're playing well. Swapping stacks right here. Oh, baby, that's a set ball. He dead. He dead. Oh, Chrome, you did all that work. You're back to starting. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it cost us 3 buy-ins to get there. So what? What of it? We got blood. How does he always have it, man? Ace queen suited, ace jack. Like, this guy only opens good hands? What the fuck is that like? What is that like? Blood on my hands. That I'm guilty. Said I don't know. This is what we've done. And I know they're coming to get me. That's why I stay. On the run. On the run. Registration nearing the end here in this 75K. About 20 minutes remain. Woof. Versus this stack, I think we're just gonna keep with the clicking. It's a good flop. We call. Ship it. We got unlucky, then lucky. Hish, keep firing in those emojis, big guy. As long as it's taxing you. Hot dogs and cats, Christ. You got all the chips, J-Set. Don't worry about me, man. Don't worry about me. And I danced all night to the cemetery tune. Do you think there's a non-zero chance Nagy takes money and runs? Yes, of course. Of course. I guess I can't be mad at Hish spamming our chat right now with food emojis since he's paying $1 every time he does it. Landon, you can try to make it funny all you want. It's never going to be funny. All right, we're in a 3-bet pot here. The old gutter ball. It's probably not very clean. I'm sure he's gonna have some ace queen, but we can't really bet him off of it right now, so we're gonna check back. 8 is okay for our range for sure. I think we check back one more. Pretty likely that he just has a hand like 10x, jacks, ace queen, all of which aren't going to fold to a single bet on this card. That doesn't really help us too much. The 5 river, I think we can start to value, not value, obviously we have queen high. I think we basically start turning our hand into a bluff. Where we could be value betting one pair. Pretty sure he had the jacks. What can we do? Oh, big spot here in the 75K. Big spot here in the 75K. He went to the old 3.5x and we're super deep. I think we're just gonna call. This feels pretty bad to 3-bet and get ripped on. We're gonna stuff it on Chrome King again. We get there. Hold. Okay. We're gonna start going for value. We checked back on the flop. Hopefully we didn't run into some egregious hand like Queen Jack. I think we get another street of value here. We'll be against King Queen. We'll be against Jacks and Queens. And we get 2 streets. Well played by us, I think. He had the King Jack. The King Jack. Probably could have got 3 streets, I guess. I guess we could have gotten 3 streets. Oh, we've ruined Chrome King's day now. He has a starting stack. We have 4 starting stacks. Let's go. We doing it. Do 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 do. I agree. You cut a hole in the sky. I was still dreaming. Our nemesis, Tony Dunst, opens under the gun off of 13. We call with the King Queen suited. We flop Bud Kiss, Bump Kiss. Check back. The long summer night. We're gonna check back again and hope to chop. He always has it, ladies and gentlemen. He always has it. He is not me. Oh no! God damn it. I was looking at a hand history to see what this guy 5x'd with while I had queens, and I timed out. It happened here. Not that big of a deal. It's the smallest event of the day. But I missed the rip for sure. God damn it. Alright, here against our boy Tony. We got the same hand. Better spot for us. We have equity. Unlikely he has ace high. We just win. Goodbye to far away. 3 of 292 in the 75K. Per usual, we're off to a hot start. Far away you. We're getting the tickets, baby. We are getting the tickets. Don't love this 3-bet spot. It's a pretty big 3-bet. This is a tough spot in this formation. He'll have better pairs for sure. I'm just trying to think what hands we potentially fold when he sizes like this. I'm sure there's some. He leaves himself with 33 behind. Yeah, our hand's just too good. No, we just win. Yeah. The unnecessary rivered set. Yeah. And that's good for second in chips. We're racing for that chip lead. Missed the world here versus Shorty. Two overs and a double gutter? No, just a gutter. All right, everyone. My man, Caleb, gonna announce the winners to today's giveaway. You needed to like, subscribe, and comment on today's vlogcast in order to qualify.
Stella's out on the street tonight, shouting out my name to the summer sky. And I can't even breathe a word or scream, stare the distance to her eyes.
Wins. Getting the tickets today, guys. Getting those tickets. If no more outs opens, I think we just call. Wait, was he the ace-king guy? Or the king-jack guy? Let's see. Yeah, he was. Okay, I take that back. I think we 3-bet and deuce. Tonight, chances are it's gonna be me. What's up? 4. Wins. Just wins. Man, we are getting a fucking run of cards here. What she knows. Hello. Hold, dealer, dealer hold. God damn it. Oh, the 6s go down, or sorry, the 3s go down to 9-7 off, where we get counterfeit. That's a freeze out, so that's a shitty pot to lose. Also, the one versus the exact same guy, where we timed out with queens like an idiot. Now we're gonna be all in with ace jack. Hope for the best. Praying for the stars guide her and the moon here the place where her love dies. I think we're actually gonna. Nah, we're all in. Hand's too good. Hand's too good. Hand is too good. Put an ace up there. Or 10. Ace or a 10. GG. It's all over there. But the crying. It's already gone. Alright, we're going to fire up the 25k turbo to fill that void. Make sure I'm not missing something else. And then in 90 minutes, we're going to fire up the 250k. Or, sorry, the $250 buy-in, 40k. 25k today. Wow. They just don't gamble at all on these guarantees, do they? Like, everybody's here, man. We're all playing the fucking events. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hey, Berkey, do you have any content on blind versus blind scenarios in middle to late stages of MTT? Nothing that specific. We do have content on how to play certain stack depths by position, by formation. You can check that out in both Matt Hunt's MTT courses. I believe all of them actually address this to some degree. And then my navigating bracelet events. Is that what it's called? No. What's it called? Oh, the tournament blueprint. That's what it's called. I demonstrate how to utilize your stack depth and position particularly. All right, we're gonna flicker in here. I don't think we fold to anybody but Impervious and maybe SL. If we get reshoved on, basically. We're gonna lose this flip, I'm sure. And we do have to pay it forward a little bit. We are now in the 25 turbo, 25K turbo, sorry. Let's get that up. We're in. Nope. We're in. What the hell? I can't remember your face. There it is. I found it. Gamble time. What are you doing to me, kid? What are you doing to me? It's a big shove. We'll let it go. We are out of the re-entry period in this $100 Six Max OC. First place in that, 12.5. Nice little chunk of change would like to take down. We are routinely getting smashed on now that they've seen our vulnerability, which is losing flips. Gonna have to let it go. Yeah, of course. Everybody would.
No one would. No one's up in flip. Really, someone's got to be up in flip, right? Like, not everyone can be a loser in flip. You gotta be some winners. You gotta be some optimistic people out there saying, yeah, I probably won one.
Let's get him. When you lie high. Berk, your chat is not scrolling like usual. All right, I'll take care of it. Let's see what we can do. When you lie. Whoopsie, timed out. We're going after Panoramic. We got him with the King Queen suited. We got him. I think he's gonna have King Jack. I feel good about it. Oh, Jack 10. Deuce. My God, man, this Tony fucking Dunst, I'll tell you what. He is a special creature. Just flop him dead to 4. He turns it. He turns it. Just smash. Boom. 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 How does he do it? How does he do it? What? Whoops. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I put the wrong URL in the chat. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, that looks right. What's not there, it wants you back. Ooh, we got a hand here. Chin's claiming God status. Me? No. Hardly. All right. Let's run good in this spot. 2 SPR. I think we want to bet shove. That's the ideal here. He just whiffs. Just whiffs it on the 7 high board. Um, 40 effective. I think we can just flat here. Good hand check raise, some frequency. Can go kind of small. We're check raising both for value and protection at this point. Pretty nice. And we win. Up here versus Dunst. We of course flop the Jin. C-bet 3/4, he calls. Probably turned us dead. We're going to check it back. It's a good river for him to check. I believe we're just going to check our hand down at 1.25 SPR. Actually, like 1.5 SPR. I don't think we can get value from anything. I mean, we get value from like exactly Jack 10, which could turn itself into a bluff more often than it calls, really. Okay, King 5 we get value from. He has me shook, man. This is how shook he has me. I just checked 2 streets with King Queen on King High board. This fucking guy. Drives it deep into my soul. Make you break. I think we have a bluff now. We see bet small on the flop, got called. Check back turn. Whoops, too much. God damn it. Hiya. He just had it. They always have it. That was just a cutoff open, big blind defend. Annoying. This is fascinating. We open min, get 3-bet to 6.5, and cold called by the big. I didn't see how fast it happened. This could be a misclick. In any event, I think we just call. Now we give up. Could check through though. Should he fear Aiden's cold call, or should he try to induce Aiden? Aiden, if he did misclick, very likely to just check. We might peel a free one. Alright, that wins. That wins. Re-entry now over here in the 215. We were a chip leader at one point, no longer. I think we just have a shove here for 17. Let's get there. 9 king diamond, 9 king diamond, 7. Brick City. That's tournament poker. We had 110, we're down to 60. This is going to be a pretty pivotal hand for us. Had we played an all-in pot. We're 65 blinds effective, but losing half our stack there with ace king would have been fucking nightmarish. Keep up the aggression. Jamin, my man, what's good? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the pain. Deeper in the earth you go. Finding footprints in the gold. Music as you slow. We just won that C-bet there. Opening ace jack suited under the gun in the bracelet. Check back on this king 8-5 turn 10 board. We win sometimes. We beat 6-7. We beat 7-9. We beat ace high. We lose the king 7 though. Very unfortunate. All right, we're about to fire up this break. I will announce the winners when we return. Actually, I'm going to announce them now because Odyssey already announced them. George Wolf, Garrett Bluffington, Moose Duty, again, Brian Roy, and Scott Parrish. Congratulations. You guys all get 1% of me in this bracelet event that I'm trying to punt off as we speak. Good luck to us. We defended the old 9-6 ball. All right, break it is.
He might have sized the way he did. There could be some factor there that he's considering that we don't think is as important, or vice versa.
Well, I think my best estimate of it is that in a 4-bet range, in a 4-bet pot, the out of position range with initiative is just going to be pushing equity post.
Yeah.
So you kind of get to bet third or quarter pot blind.
Yeah.
And whenever you have that simple of a flop strategy that's going to win so many big blinds over the long run, it really does allow you to just like implement with impunity versus somebody who may or may not be understand.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That makes a lot of sense. So with that said, you ended up calling this one, right? So you peel the 4-bet rather, and we're going to go to a flop. And this is the point where we're going to pivot to looking at the solve. So we're going to be using PO solver for this, where we're sticking with PO since the majority of people out there using solvers, I think we found, are using PO. So we're going to stick with that for this season. So we're going to pivot into looking at the solve. So if you want to take a look with me here on the screen, what we're going to do first of all is just kind of run through the game tree that I've got here in place for you guys, just so you guys can see what I'm working with. I've pre-planned it in here. I've picked a game tree that allows for all the sizings that were actually used. So the sizing that Vexler ends up, spoiler alert, betting on the flop and then on the river, we've got those specific sizings as part of the game tree, so we can measure those precisely. But we've also got a larger sizing option for him on the flop, a variety of sizing options for him on the turn, and then for you in this instance, even though you didn't do any actual betting at any point, we've got a large and a small sizing on the flop, 3 sizings on the turn, and 4 on the river. So we've got like about as diverse of a game tree as could be expected here. I think it as a whole, I mean, maybe even some of it's not even necessary. I'm not exactly sure given what the nature of the actual pot by the time we get to the river would be. But for the most part here, I think that the good thing about running solves in these low SPR spots with fairly narrow condensed ranges is that you can really diversify the game tree a lot, and it still won't take that long to run.
Sure.
So we're going to get a pretty precise result with a very complex game tree because we're not dealing with like the button opens 50% of hands and the big blind defends 70%. You know?
Right.
If we were dealing with something like that, it would take forever to run a really complex game tree. So with that said, I want to very quickly just adjust the accuracy of the readout here. So we're going to go to 0.5% of the pot accuracy because when we're dealing with these low SPR spots, a little bit more precision is kind of nice. Then what we're going to do is we're not going to run it with ICM to start with, but for you guys out there who are interested in the ICM impacts of these kinds of scenarios, we're going to run a second version where we just add ICM and see how that changes the equation. So we're going to start out by just kind of giving what we think your range would be, because you obviously know almost exactly what your range would look like in this spot. And then we're going to go maybe into a little bit more depth about the frequencies for Vexler. So let's go with your range. Let's open that up. We'll expand it there for everybody. So we know you had King 10 of spades.
Yep.
So let's start out with King 10 suited in this kind of region specifically.
Yeah.
Do you think those hands are in there with 100% frequency, 50%, 75? Like?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be flatting much of my suited Broadway region. So I would say, with the exception of Jack 10 suited, I would mix in probably all 3 options there. So maybe I have a third of Jack 10 suited, and maybe half of King Queen suited, and the rest I probably have in full.
Okay. So when you say, just to be clear here, we're talking not just about the hands that you 3-bet pre, but also then flat with 4-bet.
Right. Okay.
Right, so we want the range, the range that arrives at the flop.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I still think it's probably pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
I doubt that I'm really folding to the sides with any of this region.
Okay, fair enough. So if your 3-bets are mostly just continuing, then that readout that you just gave us there becomes pretty accurate. So we've got like 50% of the King Queens. Do you want to just go 50% of all this sort of suited Broadway stuff, or do you want to?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I probably do mix with some flats. I think we can include Ace Jack suited, Ace 10 suited.
I think so. Do you think like Ace Queen is going to be in their higher frequency probably? Because I imagine you're always 3-betting Ace Queen here, right? And therefore.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just
always.
I'm just pretty sure that I would have 2 strategies here as far as sizings go.
Okay.
So I think I would be mixing Ace Queen between the 2, the large and the small size.
All right, I see. So that makes Ace Queen probably. Well, if you get 4-bet and you have Ace Queen, you're going to call it.
Yes. 100%.
But since you were splitting prior to getting 4-bet, it's going to be about 50%. It's going to add up to the same amount, right?
Yep.
So let's go with that. Let's go 50% of the Ace Queens. What about like, is there any King Queen off, Ace Jack off in there, or are you just like 3-bet folding that stuff?
Yeah, I think I would either. I would probably be leaning towards fold at some point throughout the course of the hand.
Okay.
So I'd either 3-bet fold or I would just fold to the open.
Yeah, sure, that's fair. What about the Ace Kings? How much of that's in there?
So again, I think that I would probably be splitting between a large and a smaller size just to protect.
So let's go
probably pretty comparable.
Half again is pretty good. Any differentiation between the ace king, ace queen suited versus the offsuit there, or are you gonna play them pretty much the same?
I would probably lean more towards the offsuit variety being in the larger size.
Okay, so that means we want maybe to decrease that to like 25% perhaps.
I think that's fair.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's go with 25. Ace king off, ace queen off. All right, so let's go with the pairs now. Aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, all this sort of stuff that you
Right.
might be 3-betting pre here. How often do you think you show up with those hands in the spot?
Right, so I'm never folding them to the 4.
Right.
I'm also not 3-betting tens through queens at 100% frequency.
Okay.
So I would say I probably arrive at a 3-bet call, maybe a third of the time.
Okay, let's go 35%. All right, so we've got about 35% of the queens, jacks, and tens in there. What about the aces and kings?
So the aces and kings, obviously, again, I would be splitting between my sizes.
Yep.
So
Back.
I'm probably going to have somewhere like half because I'm a 3-bet.
Pause. It's Man vs. Machine episode. You guys let me know if you want to hear the conclusion of that one. Otherwise, I'll get you in some poker out loud or something else a little bit more fun. Let's go to this one, the turbo. The turbo. The old Turbski. Oh, GG to Chrome King. Ran into it. Unfortunate. It started off really good for him. He busted me twice, and then he came out of re-entry with a min stack. He was also at another one of my tables, but I didn't see what happened. Really bad turn card after c-betting and getting called. It's okay for our range, but it's pretty good for his too. I think we're just gonna check back. Now that's enticing. That's all right. That's good. Saved me from myself. Saved me from myself. I can't bluff if you don't let me. All right, we turn middle pair with a gutter, and likely the lead in this hand after it checks through. I think we get to go pretty big here, actually. Just shooting at a screen, man. The original razor calls, that makes me think that this hand is like in the nines. Oh my goodness, 8-in calls too. So I would imagine this would be in the nines through queens range. This is probably exclusively hearts. Obviously we're shutting it down now. Nothing we can do. Oh, they both had hearts. Both also ended up with a pair. Both also had... No, only one of them had a gut shot with me. I was all the way fucked there, is what I'm getting at. That's the final conclusion. To the fence. To the fence. Dead meet the living. 11 big blind shove here. I would wager this is too wide. Never good when he doesn't snap fold. That's never good. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, we lose the same amount either way, but didn't get to realize that equity. Today's the chill day. That's what I've decided. Today's the chill day. Maybe we just ship a tournament. Maybe we maybe we hang out for a little while. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We're gonna 3-bet this ace jack. I know that. That's gonna happen. It's a good flop for us. This is a very viable check spot, but I think our hand serves to deny some versus small pairs versus suited connectors. Listen, just because I don't over accentuate the T in duty doesn't mean it doesn't still sound like duty. You know, it's Call of Duty. And when you say moose duty, it sounds like poo. You guys understand where I'm coming from here. I'm sure of it. Your name is Moose Poo. How is a guy named Moose Poo the winner of a piece twice? I'll never know. I don't know Caleb's criteria for judging these things, you know? I just let him do his thing. Your bones that I keep spinning.
I keep spinning. Oh, I can't figure out who's losing, who's winning. 'Cause every time you look me in the eye, you take me for a ride. When I can't understand what you're trying to hide.
We got it leveled in me. Ron Zucker says, Man vs. Machine was fascinating. Please leave that on. That'd be dope. And I got stars. Alright, we squeeze down here with the King J. Flop top pair. This is one of the good ones to check back at 2 SPR. Deuce is nice, gives us some wheel draws, gives us some flush draws. We're gonna start betting. Take me for a ride. In my head, go on and tell me that it's never too late to die from love. Oh no, Tony Dunst got free rolled. That I actually feel bad for. That's very unlucky. Very unfortunate. Up here in the bracelet event with 18. I think we just shove. I think shoving's best. Flop the old top pair top kick in a 4-way pot somehow after 3xing pre. Standard. I think we go a little over half. This board's tricky. This board's tricky, but not once Zoogs folds. Once that happens, we're kind of in better shape. All right, we just play for it now. Good luck us. We need to hold the baby. Nope. Oh, I think we sucked out on everybody. I think we sucked out on everybody. 10-7, 9-10. We sucked out on them all. Ship the Sherbert to Herbert. I'm Herbert in this instance, for what it's worth. Do 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 do. Tell me it's not too late to die from love. All she ever said. You can tell the days that I'm not spicy because the viewership like rests around around 600. But the days that I come in here with a little fire in my pants, you know, talking about listening to Leroy while I'm showering and sleeping and masturbating, that's when all the views come rolling in. Too late to die from love. Do we have anything else to reg? Yeah, this 250. This 250. Not yet though. Not yet. One more hour and we'll hop in there. Now, we've gotten some tickets tonight in this 215. I can't believe we're not still chip leading it. I mean, actually, like, getting good hands sometimes is the gift and the curse, right? Like, you just find yourself in a situation where you run into variance. It's impossible to avoid. But if we had these hands in the bracelet event, we might already have that shit locked up. Here we get the ace magnets. Open 2.5x under the gun, get called. Check, check, flop. We got to start protection betting now. He'll have worse. Some queen 10, jack 10, king queen, king jack, etc. As well as some XX with a club. Whatever that may be. Pretty bad card for us. I think we have to start checking at this point. I like playing in this song with... Probably just check folding. I don't think Jack X ever bets. He doesn't have a lot of naked bluffs here. Really just 10-9. Wow! He could have won so many chips. What a gift. We got so lucky. So lucky. Berkey, I saw online that you have a degree in computer science. Me too. What was your favorite class in college? Mine was AI. Unfortunately, I got my degree in 2004, so we definitely weren't discussing AI. We were still doing machine learning back then. I hated it, to be quite frank, so I definitely didn't have a favorite class. I actually almost never went to class. Machine language was definitely the hardest, I think, for me to grasp. Visual Basic was actually fun because it was visual programming, which I greatly enjoyed. But yeah, I really didn't enjoy programming at all. It was torturous to me. And I was a little bit young. I was a little bit early on the wave, right? Like, we were just beginning to learn object-oriented programming. Nothing I really learned is all that applicable in today's environment. We're 2 of 204 in the 25K. It seems like every single day we amass a pile in two very specific tournaments, the 75K and the 25K. I would like to get in the habit of amassing a pile in the bracelet event instead. That seems a whole hell of a lot more practical. That's the big bird. That's the one with all the dollars up top and that nice shiny gold jewelry. Despite an early gift in today's bracelet event, we find ourselves with just over starting 20 blinds. It's a good flop. 2.5 SPR for us. Like to see a small bet here. Check sucks. I almost led. Man, I almost led. Leading would have been nice. Very weird spots being on the turn. Double check is nice. I think we can block this river. Assuming Piper checks. If Piper bets, we probably just have to fold. Not a lot of bluffs coming through from the small blind defending range. It's very annoying. Oh man. I would have liked to have just led that flop and got it over with. Gotta tell you. We are calling off here, for sure. Good luck us. We dominate. It's nice. We lose. We dominate, but we lose. He flops us dead with trips. Que sera, sera. Alright. We will retire from that tournament. Move on to this one. Very annoying. So loud. I think we min 3-bet here on accident, which is perfect. I know objection to sadness in his eyes, but it takes more than love to buy a wedding ring. 6 o'clock on Sunday, you know I'm on the run. A little Lucy Dryer. Zero Aqua said the difference between Matisal's stream and Berkey's stream is that the pre-roll ad here was for Mercedes while Mouse was for a Confederate flag. Yo, I believe that shit too. Do do do. Cry so loud. This is gonna be a shove if it folds to us. Nothing but blues to sing. I know objection to sadness in his eyes. Takes more than love to buy a wedding ring. I fold. I fold. I fold. You guys are crushing the like game out there. I appreciate it. Almost 300 likes. There's only 600 of you watching. That's a pretty good fucking ratio, man. Especially since I definitely don't have my A-game streamer material today. I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm trying to amass some chips. See what we can do. I was spicy as fuck yesterday. It took a lot out of me. I woke up tired today. I won't lie. I also played till fucking 4:30 in the morning to run it up in that 25-50 game. Man, that game was good. That game was good. After the guy I was enjoying the company of quit, another guy that I played heads up forever against in the past, who's a fun player, immediately joins. I was like, all right, I guess I'm not going to bed. A wedding ring. We are going to be playing 4 stacks. How are we going to go about doing so? Or make it 3K. Force that big blind to defend a little bit more considerately, if you will. Wow, Big Butcher fucking doing it again. The man has 10K in front of him. I've never seen anybody make the best hand so much as this guy. All right, good luck us. Let's go. Let's go. Let's win this flip. I'm gonna tank. I'm gonna tank until we get this right. We have to feel like we're gonna win this flip. All right, because we need it. We need the bracelet. We need to win this flip. Okay, hold on. Are we gonna win this flip? Are we gonna win this? We're gonna win this flip. Okay, now I feel confident. Now I feel confident. Let's go. Let's go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Boom. God damn it! Ugh! By the way, what are you doing, man? I open off of 19. You can't rip 5s. Knight ace queen. Out of the bracelet. This is the first time I'm sad. I just need more sleep, but that makes me sad. Ay, ay, ay. I just feel like I'm not catching punts at nearly the rate I should be. Because the punts are fucking coming, guys. Like, I feel like I was lucky to beat Gordon Veo's King Queen when I had Ace Queen earlier. And it felt like the payment for that luck was just going to be never winning that flip right there. Just never winning it. It's not going to happen, you know? It's like, man. The last day that we won exactly 0 flips was last Saturday, and then we won a tournament. Weird. It's weird the way this works. Three days lying in the dirt, in the sun being reached your soul. All right, we're 2-tabling. We got chips though, so it's not going to be a short one. Don't you worry your pretty little head about that. We are out of the bracelet. Sorry for all of those of you with a sweat. Today's not the day. It was supposed to be the day. They wouldn't let me have it be the day though. Stand in the way. Who am I? Who am I? Anyway. I think they're going to let us win this 75K today. I really do. I think that it's an apology, really, from the site in some regards, from 888 for fucking me. Yeah, I think that today's the day they say, okay, enough's enough. You've been through enough pain. We're going to 3-ball here. Down so low. This is close between a check and a bet. I think we range bet here small. Nice one to win. That is a nice one to win. Always will. Dr. MC says, Berkey, I just got min 3-bet in this $100 turbo. This is all your fault. You're probably right. can, I probably always will. Maybe that's why I should just open rip that ace queen. And just like dare that guy to call off with fives. Like, he can't call off with fives there. Maybe. Maybe, but then he gets punished, right? Then he just pays the price for calling off with the old fivers. And we just turn him dead. We just peel that jack right off. Bloop. Or the queen, whatever. Do, 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 do. Can I probably always will. All right, we flop bottom pair here. Pretty tough texture. We get check shoved on here a fair amount. I think we want to check this hand back. It's a good turn for us. Very good turn. He min bets. It's fascinating. He opened pre, we flatted. So I think we just call him out. Big bet now. Nothing about this line is really in line with a bluff. Would really have to be a hand like ace queen that he chose not to 3-bet. Or sorry, that he chose not to c-bet rather. Maybe queen 10. Some hearts, some diamonds, ace high diamonds. I think all ace high hearts would probably c-bet. Just fold your hand, man. Fold your goddamn hand. Never get nervous, you never get lost. House always wins, it's a long, long hand. Get back, get back, get back. Nobody loses and nobody wins. It's a long, lonely hand. Sat down with Butcher. He beat me for 1200 the very first hand I played. This guy is impeccable. He just always has it, man. He just always has it. He cold calls a 4-bet and then just has it on the 8-7-4. Now he plays any 2, but he just connects like no one I've ever seen. Awkward spot here versus SL Halper. We start the hand 35, less. We start this hand 23.5 effective. I think we just call, not because we're afraid, more so just to give him the opportunity to punt off. I think we call again. He should be checking now. All right, we call. God damn it. Oh, come on, man. I guess it's all the same. We just had a chance to get away from it on the king high board. That turn jam is like such desperation. Like it's such a poor shove. That's where he should be checking and I should be like, oh no, he has ace king and check back. Instead he just smashes and it's like, okay, we're top of range. Well, we had the chip lead in the 75K. Now it looks like it's going to be a short day. I got to tell you. Now they found a way to neutralize us and get us down to 7 big blinds. We're calling here. We're gonna win this one for sure. 7, 6, king. All right, Busto 215. After having had the chip lead briefly. It's unfortunate. We are now one tabling. Probably not gonna reg the 250. It's small. And at this point, I can't possibly care. We start off with the chip lead in 3 different events. We are now one tabling a turbo. So those are the breaks. Thems is the breaks. Good news is we're 6th in chips in this turbo. Bad news is that's only 3 starting stacks, so it's not like we're fucking killing the game here. Loving you. Brian Roy said, after hearing that Mike was also streaming, I put the 2 streams side by side. Mike went 3 hands without saying a word. Berkey was explaining his thought process. What a big difference. To be fair, it's hard. It's hard to do what Mike does. It's hard to do what any of us do. Streaming's tough. Oh. boy. Quite the predicament I found myself in here in this cash game. Right for wanting. Ay, 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 we were just dead. Just dead the whole way. He fast played the nuts hard. Just bomb, bomb, bomb. Also had a hand I would have thought squeezed pre. It's my fault for not 3-betting. Really don't care. Tired reading that synagogue. You say that I'm crazy, I'm sure you're right. Can't stand the day to give way to the night. And those they cry for wanting. It's nice to just flop the nuts against a man who is willing to pay you off. Hey, Fat Dan. Full. Okay, we gotta set the next hand. That's nice. A memory. Do-do-do-do-do. Just let it fall. Just let it fall. Flop a set the next hand, no action. We win $100. Berkey, what are your thoughts on Deja Vu? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've experienced things that felt familiar or that I had visually seen before. So it's hard to not acknowledge it in some sort of capacity. But here's my whole thing. I think that time in and of itself is a construct we don't really understand very well, right? So we think it's a one-dimensional thing that is just linear in nature, right? It only moves forward. But I think the reality behind it is that time is very likely to be something that is... I think time is something that's very likely to be cyclical or maybe multi-dimensional. Like, just imagine if it can move in both directions. Imagine if you go both forward and backward. That in of itself, like, alters everything and really begins to explain deja vu. So I think that, like, you know, our understanding of time is probably extremely limited, and deja vu probably has some sort of merits, strictly based off of that alone. It's Beck says, serious punt there, Burke. He has aces or ace king there all day. Sure, he has those hands. He also has, you know, not those hands. He shouldn't be shoving on that turn 10 and he just smash ripped it. It's like, what are you gonna do, man? Queens are a pretty good fucking hand. We're not just gonna fold every time it comes king high. Are you gonna stream the cash tables? See you're online in the big game. Nope, not going to. You guys got a lot of work to do on those likes. I'm setting the bar at 1,000. You guys already met it. I'm also not really feeling it today. If I bust this tournament, I'm probably just gonna bag it. Unless this 2550 pops off. But yeah, I'm down like 5K right now, so I don't really feel like putting in a big long session. Let's see, 30 blind open and a call. I think we just flat nines here. Oh, hi there. Quads? Did you say quads? Why, hello there. Somebody's got to bet sooner or later, right? Singing the blues. All right, I think we block here. Try to induce some sort of raise. Perhaps he has queen 10. Perhaps he has king jack. Maybe sometimes we get super lucky and he has kings or jacks. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're really running into it this time, buddy. I don't think you know what I got. I got a little something for you. It's all 4 of the 9s. Not just one of them. Not just 3 of them. 4 of the 9ers. Couldn't find the call. Get one chance to lose. 3 of 258. We got all the chips. I better make sure I don't get too stuck in cash. I don't want first place to not get me even in this thing. Oh, wow, it's small today, too. It's only 6K. Ay-ya. Well, I may as well just punt these off. I'm kidding! Your pieces, girl. Can I beat Butcher in a fucking hand? That's the question. Singing the blues. Bum, bum, bum. Don't forget the times we shared, girl. Shadow.
Spending your nights on the old estate, wearing that smile like a gallows.
Oh, it's been a
Long night, Serena, and the moonlight stretches out for a mile. It's been a long night,
Selena. I don't need you to love me. I just want to see you smile.
wanna see you smile.
All right, I need to make a decision on this 250. I think we got enough chips in the turbo to justify getting in here.
Walking around in your shadow.
Still got 30 minutes of reg. We're just gonna max late reg it.
Stretches like a motorcade. All down them boulevards and back roads.
Oh, it's been a long night, Selena, and the moonlight stretches out for a mile.
It's been a long night, Selena. I don't need you to love me. I just wanna see you smile.
Ooh, whoa.
Wanna see you smile.
Garrett says, I thought the scientists would say it's your brain processing information twice by mistake, causing the feeling like I've been here before. That's possibly true. One thing I'm certain of is we know less about the brain than we do about time.
It's been a
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Out for a while.
it's been a
Long night, Serena. I don't need you to love me. I just wanna see you smile.
wanna see you smile.
Whoa, whoa.
Wanna see you smile.
Do 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 do.
Wanna see you smile.
Ah, man.
Every time she takes
Me dancing. Ah, yeah.
makes me
Oh, you're dominated. That's good.
she makes
We get there though. Only against one. Oh boy. Makes me lose my mind. But I'm not gonna blame her for breaking what's left of my heart.
I just
Blame it on my mental health, my lost and dirty
self. She came to me like an answer. She made me change my mind. She ate me like a cancer.
She made me lose my mind. But I'm not gonna blame her.
For breaking
What's left of my heart?
I just blame it on my mental health, my lost and dirty self.
Oh, Tinny, your super chat is not true. I've yet to beat him in a hand. This guy is exactly butchering me. I think I'm down like 3,500. in this 1020 game. He's getting me. My mental health. How did I have so many tournament buy-ins today? That's my real question. What did I play? I played the 500 freeze out. I can't be down that much in this cash game. 37. I might be down like 4K. Yeah, that makes sense. Like 2K worth of tournament buy-ins. Okay. Every day, 6K swings, one way or the other. Every single day. Would you ever consider living in Thailand, playing online poker, and drinking coconuts? For some, that may sound like a paradise. For me, you pretty much just described my own personal hell. I couldn't think of many things worse than that. Be with her, I would go deeper. Tell him I said what's up. Man, one tabling is tough sledding. Tough sledding. Hope Scott Avenue in Pearl. Always been a stranger in this corner of the world. Wow. A lot of action. Tens though. Oh, King Queen. I didn't even see that. Scoop it all, baby. Scoop it all. You're all going to the showers. 3 showers. Shower. Sleep before I ever learned to fall. Come get some, Garrett. I'm rooting for you, my man. Get in them streets. We're still waiting for WSOP to get to Pennsylvania, and they've been legal since February, maybe? Finally, a playable hand. It's my home. Shout out to Polix. WSOP Reg at our tournament table now. It's a good flop. It's a good flop. And goes chugging through the night. Wins. Everywhere I go. You know, let's try to see Don't matter where I go, it's my home. It'll carry me. It's my home. It's gonna carry me down the road, down that long and lonely road. It's my home. What's up? Chips? Oh no. I have chips in the turbo. I'm one tabling right now. Yeah. Getting wrecked. Man, this chat has gone super fucking meta. You guys are down this like time wormhole talking about consciousness acting on time. Yeah. That's actually a really good point. Time is like a measurement of consciousness, right? So when you're asleep, technically you're unconscious, therefore time doesn't exist, right? It just breezes by. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. You should fire up your stream so I can watch and see how you play so I can understand what a professional does in order to not spew as much. I would appreciate that, actually. I'm going to go to break. I'm going to enjoy this 3 minutes as much as I possibly can. You guys can enjoy a little bit of Hunt.
Well, I guess like do I need to consider how often I'm 5-betting them?
If you are 5-betting at all, yeah.
Right.
So do you think you would have some 5-bets with the aces and kings?
I mean, exploitively speaking, I would definitely be
Okay.
Inducing with like kings and aces.
Okay, so whatever you think you would, well, we should just reduce the frequency then on account of that.
Right.
So like, basically you're always, or you're 3-betting them one sizing or another, always.
Right.
You're splitting between the sizings, which makes it about 50-50, presumably. And then
God damn it.
once you
Once I split, I might
once
call
you
them half.
split, you might call half and 5-bet half. So let's say that probably amounts to about 25%.
That's right.
So you've got 25 on kings and aces. Is there anything else that goes in there with any frequency? Is there any of the, like if you 3-bet them ace 5 suited, you're appealing the 4-bet. If you 3-bet 10 9 suited, you're appealing.
Right. Definitely 10 times.
Okay, with some small frequency, maybe like the.
Yeah, I would say like slightly less than your jack 10 suited.
Okay, so let's go like 40%. We can get really precise with these ranges within
Right.
because we don't have to go.
And then I would say that you could probably include all suited aces
Okay.
at maybe like a 15% frequency.
Okay.
Just given that I'm not always going to 3-bet them.
But when you do,
But when I do,
might peel the
I'm going to be
4-bet,
getting a pretty good price to call with a
Yeah.
hand that can make the nuts.
That's fair. Any pocket 9s in there at all? Any 9-8 suited?
I can't fathom that I'm going to be 3-betting much lower in my range
Right.
here.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. So we've got a pretty condensed narrow range. We've got 3% of hands here total, which of course is going to give us a lot of ability to be really precise in terms of how we interpret this readout post. Because the narrower the ranges get, first of all, like the more different each run out is going to be, the more fluctuation is going to be between one board texture and another as to whose range is going to benefit, because the ranges are very, very precise. But also, we may end up with some very interesting strategic insights post here, because we're not dealing with like a generic spot necessarily where one player can just bet their entire range and the other player is just in a tough spot.
Right.
Like this range is a very equity dense range, and on a lot of board textures, there's going to be a lot of tough spots for both players when one of the ranges is this tight.
Sure.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. So we'll go with this range. We will lock that one in there. And now we need to think about Vexler's range.
Okay.
So we know roughly what his under the gun opening range is going to look like. It's going to look like a fairly straightforward, moderately loose 8-handed under the gun opening range. But what do you think his 4-bet range looks like?
So I think that the region of hands that he's going to pull his quote-unquote 4-bet bluffs from
Uh-huh.
are going to be the ones that can't really call a 3-bet.
Right. Okay.
And that's going to be largely that same suited Broadway region.
Uh-huh.
So I think we're going to see some ace 10 suited, some ace jack suited, king 10, queen 10,
Mhm.
probably 10 9 suited. Jack 10 suited is where I'm unsure
Okay.
what the collective is doing with this hand.
Uh-huh.
I know for a fact queen 10 suited is like the go-to.
Uh-huh.
That's like the pivotal hand where it's like it has enough blocker effect, it has enough post flop ability.
Right.
The jack and the 10 become a little bit less relevant, but it also feels like a hand that probably wants to continue.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's a hand that we could consider to be splitting between a call and a 4-bet here, maybe. I think we should probably start with the value hands that we know he's 4-betting for sure,
Okay.
or that we're very confident that he's 4-betting for sure, just to get a picture of how the top of the range looks.
Right.
So do you think he's always 4-betting his aces, kings, etc. here?
Yeah, I'm just not confident that he also doesn't have two sizing strategies.
Okay, interesting. All right, so let's go with like 75% of the aces and kings in this sizing then.
Or like it accounts for the times he may call or may have a different size.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit of a hedge there. And then with queens, jacks, do you think there's maybe a little bit lower frequency with those?
Much lower. I
Okay.
think jacks becomes like almost a suicide 4-bet.
Okay.
Like it makes sense to do it with broadways because the hands don't really have any other value.
Right.
But when you start doing it with overpairs that could easily be dominated by flatting range, it becomes very problematic.
Right. So let's go with like 25% on the jacks, just to account for that the Eastern European factor.
Sure, sure.
And then we'll go like 50% on the queens, 'cause
Okay.
maybe 4-bets, maybe calls, you know, a little bit of both.
Yeah, obviously not folding.
Yeah, of course. Ace king. Do we think mostly 4-betting, sometimes calling? What do you feel?
I would assume that he's 4-betting at a relatively high frequency. my best estimate based on trends is that he's probably always 4-betting ace king suited.
Okay.
And again, if he's splitting sizes, this would be a perfect hand that fits into the larger size.
Yeah, okay.
And then ace king off would be one that is utilized more in the small size and or calling range.
Okay, so let's go with 75% on ace king off, and then like 50-50 on ace king suited, because
Okay.
we do think he might have that split strategy there.
And I would say the properties of ace queen are very similar.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So we'll go with that same split there. So ace queen off is going to go in there. From there, we have that other portion, that other region that you mentioned there, where we have some suited broadways. There's some stuff in that region that we think may call a 3-bet more frequently, perhaps. Like I think the king queen queen jack suited might be more inclined to just peel more often. You think?
I would say at least king queen ace jack.
This man versus machine. Happy to put something else on if there are requests. Hopefully you guys are okay with today being the chill stream. It's been a bit of an uneventful, annoying day. We piled up chips in a bunch of different events. Didn't work out for us. Couldn't win the big flips when it mattered, and that's the nature of the beast. We're still one-tabling this turbo. I won't lie. My head's not in it. My heart's not in it. But $7,000 sounds nice. We are top 10 in chips. And I'm not going to squander an opportunity. So instead, I'm going to be a goddamn professional. I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to play 2 games of cash on the side, which I'm fucking buried in currently. And I'm going to come out a winner when it's all said and done. I'm going to get even in cash. I might ship this tournament. And we're probably going to get in this 250 or 25K guarantee, $250 buy-in. It already has 50K in the prize pool. It seems pretty good. So we're going to fire that up as a second table. Going to fire that right up. The look in your eyes. God damn it. Oh, perfect. Like a night. She was just a kid. So let's go table 3, capture. There we go. I'm living with gold. Oh, that's not good. He just snap-clicked it on us. His name is Tranny Bob. I don't know what to make of this. But we got queens. Now we have top set. That's pretty good for us. I won't lie. I'm going to slow roll him just for his name, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to slow roll him. His name's Tranny Bob. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what? I need something to brighten my fucking day today. He probably has ace king and is just gonna drill a 10, and that kind of is what it is. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna have my first slow roll on stream. I'm sorry, Tranny Bob. It's nothing personal. Your name is just annoying and stupid. And on top of that, I think that this is funny. This is just objectively funny. So hopefully you're dead. Hopefully you don't really have anything. Hopefully I won't need my time bank because I'm going to waste the entire thing here with top set. Oh, okay. That's good. He turned outs. Can't believe he didn't get there. Can't believe he didn't get there. That was fun. What do you guys think? Was that fun? That was fun for me. That was fun for me. A little bright spot on a dark day, you know? That's the way I feel right about now. Low, low. Can we get some Academy footage next break? You got it, guys. You got it.
There's a place on the outside of town.
There's a river that is bending. All right, we're chip leader again. That's nice. Chip leading is nice. Blue hair on too long. Sunday morning. We're gonna be all in here.
If you're feeling
Low, low down.
if your soul's in need saving,
There's a place on the outside of town. Oscar says, Berkey, good luck tonight. Thanks for the time you put into your vlogs. I like the way you work through your thought process. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oscar, were you the one that your girlfriend told me to tell you to go spend time with her last night? It was definitely somebody who started with an O. I can't recall. Blue heron, don't. Ooh, we just got a nice bluff through on my man Irvin Magic. That felt nice. Ooh, we got him dead. Is he dead? I think. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. That's good. That's good. I like this. I like this running better stuff. This is nice. This is nice. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. It's all becoming crystal clear. What the fuck? Oh. Do do do. Do 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 do. I feel like I missed some things, man. Hey Matt, who do you think are currently top 5 or top 10 no limit hold'em cash players? Couldn't begin to guess. I think the divide between online and live is so huge. It's literally a different game. It's a completely different game. Like, I think Garrett is one of the best. I think he would get his lunch eaten if he played 500 Zoom. And that's not a slight against him, nor is it too much of a kudos for 500 Zoom players. I just think it is what it is. If you're feeling low down, if your heart's in need of mending, there's a place on the outside of town. There's a river that is bending. Blue heron, don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me waiting down by the waterside. Blue heron, don't leave me holding on too long. How'd you end up in cash last night? I won 12,000. It was a good day. Cashed out for 17.5 from that 10 or 25.50 game. Oh. Oh, what has happened here? My man flatted. Hopefully he missed, I guess. Am I now being slow rolled? That'd be funny. That would be funny. It was down here. He called off of like 2 blinds. Off of 5, actually. Oh, I can smell my rice and bone broth. That's going to be what gets me over the hump. I'll tell you what, once I get a little food in me, you guys better watch out. I might get spicy all over again. I might get spicy all over again. You cut a hole in the sky. And I was still dreaming in a warm place. Dom says, I can see Mattisau using that screen name. He probably thinks it's funny. Okay. Summer night. Goodbye. Oh, relax, Joe. Jesus Christ. We're just having a little bit of fun. Slow rolling, queen, not cool. Waste everybody's time, and the game is slow enough as it is. We're getting 100 hands per hour. Fucking relax. We had an opportune time to slow roll somebody named Tranny Guy or Tranny Bob, whatever. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Oh, I can smell that rice. Oh my God, it's so good. Chip leader as usual. That's how we roll, baby. When we're winning all the chips, nobody says anything. Whenever we lose the chip lead, I'm a punter. What does this one pay up top? It's still the re-entry period. Right now it's 7,300. Growing stronger by the minute. I gotta go down and get my rice. Good luck. Gunnar got 3rd or 4th yesterday. Congratulations, by the way, Gunnar. If you are in the chat, I was sweating you. Very nice run, buddy. Proud of you for what you did. Yeah, we're gonna peel here. Fuck it. All right, I gotta run down and get my rice. I will be right back. Brutal. It's not done yet. How brutal. Far away you. Far away you. I call. All right. Okay. And we win. Nope. Nope. We don't win. We don't win. We're still chip leader though. We are still chip leader. Man, I'm foggy today. I got that like that glazed over look, you know? Didn't sleep enough, left it all on the table for the vlogcast. By the time I make it to the stream, I'm just like, not today. You know what today is? I'll tell you what today is. Today, I'm changing the title of the video. Changing it right now. Today is today's story time with Uncle Berkey. Today is just gonna be a fireside chat with yours truly. I'm here to tell you, we're here to talk about the good old days, you know? The glory days, if you will. God, if I could play Bruce Springsteen Glory Days right now, we'd just have it on a loop. Let's talk about the days of yore. The moneymaker boom, pre-Black Friday, when money was flowing like waterfalls in this community, where you just had to hold out your bucket and you got Red Pro status. Win a tournament, you're a Red Pro. Have a difficult to pronounce last name, you're a Red Pro. Know a guy who knows a guy, you're a Red Pro. Those were the glory days, guys. And I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to talk about anything that your little hearts desire. So, Stav, reach deep into that existential bag of questions you got and fucking hit me, man. We're no holds barred. Today is story time. As soon as I get my rice and bone broth. That's very critical to this process. I have a subscription to Kettle and Fire. On you, I ain't never gonna let you down again. We are no longer chip leader. Makes me sad. I am just a shark drifting in the water. I keep on moving. We open here from the cut, get defended by the big. Pretty easy c-bet for us. Don't have to go big in position. I think this turns out to be a pretty good double barrel candidate. Put a lot of pressure on the 3x, deny the equity to the gutters, some maybe better king highs, king jack specifically. We appreciate you being here, Gunner. We appreciate you shouting out the stream. Very nice run. And again, make my feet for the floor. Oh no, I timed out aces? That's not true. Why you fuck with me, man? I haven't had aces anywhere. Headed out the door. And tell her that I'll miss her. Oh, the chin timed out the aces? I heard all about it, man. I heard all about it. On here? Too fly to die, yeah. I'm sure it's out of line. That's suspect.
Night starts to fall, and the birds start to circle, and I can feel my age start to show. So if I disappear, honey,
Don't try to find me.
and don't try
All right, I for real gotta go get my rice now.
body gets old.
If you see my love, we tell her I miss her.
We tell her it's been weeks since I smiled. And if I seem hard to reach, well, I'm probably asleep, just dreaming
Ay, ay, ay. By my side, by my side. Talk about the day you met Chin. Let me go get my rice.
There's a
Place I wanna take my baby to. The grass is green and the skies are blue.
and a mossy back sadness 1,000 years old. I wanna lay her down when the moon is bright.
I wanna wake her up
in the morning light of 1,000 days to never grow old. So kiss me on the lips and a cherry sweet sunrise. Hold me tight, don't ever
Yo, Butcher didn't bet 3-4 on 7, 7, 4, 7, 3. How can I win? How can I win? Ever. In that deep, deep, deep country. Alright, I gotta get this rice. It's burning. Burning. Alright, I'll be back.
in the night of her eyes, there's a light that shines. There's a girl with eyes like ocean waves. She spends midnights and steadies my days. She loves me like a river loves the sea where it roams.
I never fall. I always
The road is deep and secrets are too good to keep in bars where the two of them
Alright, what'd I miss? Aces? All over the place, obviously. Hey.
hold me tight, don't ever let go. In that deep, deep
Alright,
country,
let's get to the real shit.
sadness that don't
Let's get to the real shit. Seriously, how did I not get dealt a hand there? Oh, okay. Did.
That's where she is, and that's where I want to
Yo, please tell me Matisal's opening a training site. That would be amazing. The second poker boom would be amongst us. All right. Cool. Okay. Brandon Gibson, what was your first major score? I chopped the full tilt 750K for $106,000 on Super Bowl Sunday 2010, I believe. Might have been 2009. I'm not sure. That was my first six-figure score. I guess I had big scores prior to that, but nothing that significant. Everything prior to that was like 20K or less. Actually, that might not entirely be true. I might have had like some bigger online scores, but they don't feel as memorable. Hey Berkey, are you a fan of venison? Have you had elk in particular? I've never had elk. Not a big fan of deer meat in general. I do love deer jerky though. It's the best. It's the best. Let's see, what else do we have? Not talking about the stupid 7-9 hand from Polk. Do you think there's room for a new poker engine at this time that is built from scratch? If yes, do you think it has to be from a large pool or tailored to a small group of people? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking, Prashant. I assume when you say engine, you mean solver. In which case, it seems like you're trying to decipher between equilibrium and exploitative. If you want to lean exploitative, then you're going to need mass data to be able to qualify. But yeah, I think the strategy is always going to evolve. So any new solvers or anything of that sort that comes up will greatly impact the strategies that we see being employed. Gunnar says, Berkey, we all know that poker has evolved since Moneymaker, but would you say the Dunning-Kruger effect is more prevalent now that poker has become more dissected versus when it was left more up to feel? It should be the opposite, right? Because we have a measuring stick now, so by all accounts, people should be more aware of when they're misleading themselves, and they should become, I guess, more cognizant of the fact that they're not as talented as they may subjectively believe themselves to be. So no, I mean, I think solvers have by and large reduced the Dunning-Kruger effect to some degree, but I think now the Dunning-Kruger effect is probably more prevalent amongst those who are pretty good, particularly with solver work. So I think it can create this false confidence where people who believe themselves to be the most efficient solvers or the most efficient... Oh no, Butcher left. God damn it. So those who are like the best data miners, those who are the best parsing through the data through solves or anything along those lines, I think those guys are most subjected to the Dunning-Kruger effect, because now anybody who doesn't offer feedback strictly through that lens is not worth listening to. And that creates an echo chamber, and within that echo chamber creates this recycled concept that I'm the best because I do all of this specific work. So, I think we see that represented often, where people can't give credit where credit's due to those who don't necessarily subscribe by the exact same school of thought. Gone too long. Are the WSOP all-in satellites plus EV? I think they're neutral EV because I believe they're rake-free, so they're just flips. If they're rake though, they're negative EV. Amen. What's the one thing you still to this day strive to achieve in poker? Just longevity, really. I still want to be relevant in 5 years. I want to be relevant in 10. I want to be relevant in 15. But that's tricky because I also don't want this to be my sole livelihood for the rest of my life. So it kind of has a give and take. It might be impractical to want to achieve all these things. sometimes you wanna write it on the bathroom stall.
Well, I lost my faith in God. I lost my faith in man.
Uncle Burke, do you have any Phil Ivey stories? I get asked this a lot. I really don't. I've only ever played with him one time. It wasn't very impressive or particular. He came to an Annie-only tournament at the World Series, sat down, goes, "What the fuck is this game?" and then immediately just opens to the proper size. That's my Phil Ivey is the GOAT story, but in general, yeah, I've never like really played with him. I've never interacted with him. I don't know much about him. He seems like a legend. That's abundantly clear. I don't think anybody's questioning that.
Well, I ain't much good at sweeping girls off their feet or the
Morning after, best I can be in love is a well-placed disaster. We got lucky. We limp called the 9-8, flopped the world and mashed it. We were just singing songs about life, and we sang until the dawn came around,
and the sadness in our eyes was so profound.
we sang. Sorry, I had a big hand on cash. Let's see. Whoops. Burke, what was your most satisfying poker win? Probably when I won 1.7 million playing heads up versus fuck. Hey, that's nice. Versus Aussie Matt in a game that I'm not good at. Like to me, that was just a pure poker win. Like I played a guy who's much better than me at PLO, heads up in PLO, but he was so steamed, I really truly thought I had an edge, and I beat him out of 16 buy-ins. And you know, some of that's variance, some of it was me just being correct, and him actually just being so steamed up that it was going to be hard for him to win. It was also a good fundamental understanding of heads up, and recognizing, like, particularly if somebody has a skill edge over you, how to kind of control the match, not gamble with them. He was doing a ton of gambling with me, but I was doing almost none with him, as to like not allow him to get to a double stack or a triple stack or anything of that nature. So yeah, that was definitely up there. Before that though, my banner win was winning like 1.1 in a game of it was a pretty deep. It was a good lineup. It was a good lineup in the big game. We were playing 3-6-12. So you know, to win 1,000 big blinds, it's pretty nice. 10 buy-ins, pretty dope. That was my first 7-figure win. And then you know, 5th place in the super high rollerball obviously means a lot because of the competition. It's very stiff. To finish that up in a tournament when I had never played a high roller before was pretty impressive. Faith in God or my faith in man. When it comes to loving my neighbor, I'm doing the best that I can.
And I don't need a cross, and I don't need a cause to go on with my life.
What's up for grabs tonight for 1,000 viewer likes? I will do whatever you guys want. Honestly, nothing. I don't even want to bribe you guys to shoot for something like that because I just don't have it today. I'm just peacefully grinding, hoping to turn this day around and not fall asleep at the wheel. Oh, so Prashant said, my question was about building a competitor to 888 stars, ACR, etc. I mean, if you could tap the Indian market, then I think you have a legit shot. But like, if you see what Phil Galfond's trying to do with Run It Up and how much he's struggling, it's pretty difficult to expect any competitors to really enter this market at this point, I think. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's fair. Mr. Raising Cane says, in defense of hubris, modesty must come so much easier for the less awesome. That's 100% true. Maybe. I don't know. Ignorance is kind of bliss too. So going back to Dom's question, talk about the first time I met Chin. This was a fun encounter. So I had been coaching him for a few months at this point, and I was headed to New York City for the first time ever for Alan Berry's wedding. And my friend Brian LaManna and I went. We were gonna be hanging out, and I let Chin know, and he's like, yo, you're right across the river from me. I'm gonna come over and hang. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, I'll show you around. Like, Chin was a real go-getter. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna show you where to go. What do you need? What do you need kind of thing. Like, oh, you need a bank? All right, I'm gonna show you where the bank is and all this other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So we meet up with him, and he's like, yo, what's up? My name's Christian. Like, he wasn't Chin at that point. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you finally, yada, yada, yada. And he goes, I got this for you. I was like, all right, cool. And I look, and it's his book that he wrote with, like, Ed Miller and all those guys. I can't even remember the name of it, to be honest. But he wrote, like, a chapter in it. I was like, oh, thanks, man. That was, like, really thoughtful of you. And and I look, it was, like, an autographed copy from him. And honestly, like, I'm telling this in sort of a trolly manner right now, but it was such an endearing experience. Like, it was literally such an endearing experience from him to just be, like, thoughtful in that regard, but also, like, kind of like trying to say, like, hey, we're peers. You know what I mean? Like, I wrote this book. I'm good too. Hold on, let me play this hand. I think we're all in. I don't really see how we're not all in. I think we just go for it here. I think we're all in here too. Oh no. Oh no, we ran smack into it. Oh my god, they all just had it. Well, we busted the 250. We made a bit of a boo-boo. We shoved with a gutty. And ran right smack fucking into the nuts. That's my fault. I should have raised pre. I never heard no bell. I wrestled with the Lord. Yeah, that was kind of punty in the 250. That was super punty, actually. Okay, this is a good thing. Feature can't really have better hands. Certainly he would jam 9s pre. Walk my way out of hell. All right. We'll take a hold here. Yeah, we did it. Man, things are not going well in cash. Okay. I think we can bet here. Versus Altman, I think we're best off limping here. $40, $80, $120, 30 bigs. I think we're just all in. Wins. All right, so to continue my chin story, we hang out for the day, and we're moving into the evening now. We're getting dinner. My boy Berto wants to eat at Luger's. He's got an in there. He's gonna, walk us right in the door. Immediately have a table, no big deal, whatever. Like, great, awesome. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring my student Christian with me. He's a good kid. Just met him today, but he and his girlfriend are gonna come. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. The more the merrier, no big deal. So we show up at Luger's. We like cab over there. It's me, Christian, his girl, my buddy Brian, and then we're meeting Berto, and I think his mom may have been there. I'm not real sure. So we show up, and it's the first time I'd seen Berto since we got back. I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? And he just looks at me and looks at Christian and like looks at me again and goes, yo, what the fuck is that kid doing here? And I go, that's Christian, man. That's my student. He goes, the fuck out of here. Get that fucking kid out of here. I hate that fucking kid. I'm like, what do you mean, man? What did he ever do to you? And he's like, yo, this motherfucker called me a fat fuck in one of the home games. And I'm like, what? So I get the whole story from both Berto and Chin, where like they were playing an underground game. It might have been like Joe Black's underground game. I can't remember, whatever it was. And like, I can't remember how the hand played out, whatever. But like, Chin beats him in a hand. And probably like nit rolled him because Chin's a nit.
This is what happened. All right,
now he's gonna come in.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I'll just eat.
I had queens, right? We were playing on the ground, 5-5, a Joe Black scheme. I open queens, and he flats, and I think I like check raise, get it in on like 10-5-4, and he has 5-4, and then like I counterfeit him, and I table my hand and I just smile because he has 5-4 off. So he shows in, I smile, and he, from what I remember, he's like, "What are you chuckling about?" And I didn't like that. I was like, "What do you mean? Like, why the hell you have that hand?" And he's like, "Don't tell me how to play my hands." And I just start laughing, and he gets more mad. And then he's like, "Oh, these fucking young," I remember this part. He's like, "These fucking young kids think they know everything. I've been around the block. I run this city. Like, all this shit." And I'm like, "You suck and you're fat." And that's when the shit really got bad. That's what happened.
So now we're having $1,000 steak dinner at Luger's in Brooklyn. Somehow, some way, Chin is still finding his way at this table, despite the fact that Berto absolutely hates his gut. And not only does Berto suffer through this dinner with this kid that he absolutely hates, who called him fat, but then he picks up the fucking tab, which is like $1,100, because that's just the kind of guy Berto is. And from there, I had to like have them make up, have them like everything gets smoothed over. They're fine now, of course. But yeah, that's the story of how I met Chin, like face to face anyway. Just for you want a girl.
You've been hiding out in shadow since you were born.
Carrie says, "Hi Berkey, I was going back to watch the vlog I missed today, and I saw the live stream. What a treat. How are you doing, Carrie? We're happy you're here. I hope you do watch the vlog, and I hope you enjoy it." All right, we gotta get lucky. These are the ones that we'll find a way to win. No, I lied. I lied. Cold water feedback. Tell me what you want. Killers and Debo. 18 of 112. We got a long way to go, kids. Coming up night. What? I love my wicked souls. See those
country visions.
Super hard to find a bank, Jamin. We were so blessed to have Christian in our presence to take the reins. Doo-doo. Alan Berry's a little cocky boy. That's just his Twitter persona. You actually get to know him, he's a good dude. Holy road. Thomas Bold says, grateful that you turned me on to Leroy Towns. Thank you, Berkey. You're the man. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here to do. Change people's musical taste one Leroy song at a time. Yo, this is funny too. When we went to Texas, Caleb asked Chin to sign his book and told him his name was Caleb. And he spelled it with a K. Even after asking if it was spelled with a C or a K. Nobody spells Caleb with a K except Chin. The Dominican spelling. Let's go, Rudy Flores. I see you working, man. "100 years ago, it seems. Further down the line, and it's yeah, it's harder and harder to believe. Many lies I live for love. It don't get easier. It don't get easier. And I just can't get enough. It don't get easier. It don't get easier. You don't wonder why I never get no rest. I wear trouble on my sleeve. Half life is gone, there's shadows on the rest. And it's harder and harder to believe. Yeah, it's harder and harder to believe. Many lies I've lived for love. It don't get easier. It don't get easier. Franco says, question. Sure. Is there a promo code to deposit money on WSOP website? Go to WSOP.com. If there are, they would be there under promotions. Oh no. When Jefferino sits out, it's time to go. These games are dust. These games are dust and I'm not winning. I quit. I quit cash. It don't get easier. Ryan Jones, where did Chin's nickname come from? Whether he tells you otherwise or not, it's a lie. He gave it to himself. It's embarrassing, man. It's a self-propagated nickname. We were like, yo, Christian. He's like, my name's not Christian. My name's Chin. My friends call me Chin. And we're like, word? He's like, yeah. We're like, where did that come from? They're like, well, they called me Chris. And I was like, I don't like that name. And they were like, what do you want us to call you? And he goes, call me Chin. Yo, call me Chin. He goes, I don't like when they call me Chris. Call me Chin. And remember, Carrie Wolwin says, what's it like to have a $1,000 meal? Is it worth it? Well, to be fair, it was like a $150 meal. There was like 8 of us. But no, it tastes like any other steak that you've ever had. It's just meh. When she goes away from you. Berto's the fucking best. Shout out to him. He just got married. Congratulations, Berto. Now you'll never bring your coffee. Do 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 do. Now you'll never hold her hands. You might see her in the movies. She might come to hear your band. Deep inside you know your blood. You missed the boat, you missed your chance to really tell her. Really tell her that you love her. Really tell her so she knows. So she knows how much you need her and that you miss her when she goes away from you. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 now. Do do do. You gotta tell her that you love her. You gotta tell her so she knows. So she knows how much you need her and that you miss her when she goes away from you. Oh boy, we just out here one tabling, living the good life. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a short break so I can eat. Here's some Academy footage to hold you over.
All right, welcome back to the S4Y Academy Day 3 of our 20th edition of Cash Game Action. The players have just went through an exhaustive range split exercise upstairs with my partner, Matt Berkey, who is also here on the 1 and 2s, and by that I mean the microphone, which is microphone number 2. And welcome. How are you?
Well, thanks for having me, Chin. I feel blessed.
I said partner.
I understand. You just gave me number 2. So
No, the mic, the second mic. The second mic.
Coincidence. I get it.
I understand. I mean, what are you going to do? All right, well, I'm excited to watch today's action. You see both tables on the screen as you see Greg on the bottom right with his football. He says this is lucky football.
I just want to start by saying, speaking of footballs, I am anticipating some absolute serious punts today.
Yeah.
And I'm forgiving of that because, quite frankly, my brains are a bit scrambled right now. If I hadn't done this 20 times before, I might be second guessing a thing or two.
That's absolutely fair. Let's begin the action on table 2. Action's quickly folding around Bill with an option to raise this hand. But he gets, well, it looks like the action.
Got to press play. My bad. My bad.
Began in front of him with Mike coming in.
I did press play. What happened? It just stopped. Brandon Gibson says, let's get some more Fireside Berkey. Funny stories on the road or grind. Memorable hands, memorable interactions with players. The thing is like, oh, nice, we're on the bubble. The thing is, your question's fair. The problem is that it doesn't trigger anything immediate, right? Like, the fun stories of being on the road, I'll think of something, I'm sure. When you're talking about interactions with players, it's tough to, whoops, what am I doing? There we go. It's tough to like specifically remember anything that doesn't pop out at me. I've played a lot of live poker. A lot of live poker. Too much live poker, for sure. So it's difficult to remember anything in particular. Tim Phillips says, once things get back to normal, you're going to start back up your academies. I got a ton of value from the MTT one. I want to go through the cash game one. Absolutely. We're excited to. Wow. Bubbles for MK President. I don't think that was a chin-approved shove. I don't think that was a chin-approved shove. Luckily, he wasn't covered, so he still has 3 blinds-ish. No, he still has 7 blinds. That's a lot. That's a lot. Pure Lugers wasn't that good, man. It was just steak smothered in butter. And don't get me wrong, those are 2 fucking things that I love more than anything on earth. But like, man, it wasn't a ribeye. You know, it was just like a strip steak smothered in butter they were charging fucking $500 a plate for. Yeah, I don't know that the experience was all that great. Honestly, it's like, the ambiance there is just like that of an old school family diner. Not diner, that's unfair, but like a family restaurant. Tell us about the first time you went bust. Sexually or financially? Big difference. First time I busted my roll. First time I busted my nut. How old was I the first time I busted my roll? Oh, the first time I busted my roll. It was a magical time. It's hard to say because like I never truly like had $0 and 0 cents. But there was like infinite times that, you know, I had like less than a buy-in and struggled to scrape together enough to stay in action. What is this guy doing, man? Does he know we're on the bubble? The fuck? I should have just smashed on him last hand. So I mean, I guess I was probably like a year removed from college. And no, that's not true. That's not true. Yeah, I mean, the first time I went broke, it wasn't anything eventful, I don't think. And it was such a small amount of money that I think, like, you know, I just got some money returned from my scholarship or my student loans or whatever. And I just used that. So we're average stack, but I think we actually get to open here, given the fact that it is the bubble. Oh, all the Internet Explorer desktop icons are Photoshop files. For whatever reason, they save as PDFs. Or, sorry, as PSDs. But my computer doesn't recognize them as Photoshop, so they just pop up as IE Explorer. My wandering heart beats for you, my love. For you, my love. We're born for the same. We're born for the Don't worry, those phone numbers weren't personal. That's just our pickleball group. You can prank call any number that you actually saw. Everybody else is just a name. Just one. No, definitely not. Berkey, did you enjoy your visit to TCH? I did. It was fucking great. I won all the money. I got to see a little bit of Austin, not enough. I wish I could have stayed longer, to be honest. Yeah, it was great. Austin's got some fly-looking girls. Hurricane. Maybe I should introduce Chin to Benefield so that he can continue to meet his heroes and be utterly disappointed. Wait, didn't you get dinner with us in Bahamas? Did you say yeah or no? Oh. Sorry, kid. I'll invite you next time. Number 1, most expensive dinner you've paid for. Number 2, best meal you've ever eaten. Most expensive dinner I ever paid for was definitely at Echo and Rig for a group of like 15 of us. It might have been like the first Academy, post-Academy celebration. We tend to go out to a company dinner on yours truly. Just congratulate everybody. You only get to write off 50% of meals. Best meal I've ever eaten, if we're talking strictly just taste. I mean, I'm quite content with my scrambled eggs and pan-fried potatoes in butter, you know? I honestly, like, Food doesn't do it for me, man. Food really doesn't move the needle for me. Like, there's nothing on earth that I would just be like, oh my God, that is so delicious. It's just kind of like, whatever, it's all food. Goes down the gullet, we turn it into energy, gets us through the day. I probably didn't eat enough of it today, that's why I'm dragging ass. Dragging the ass. Eggs are great. You're right, I've definitely never eaten anything else. I'm 38 years old. Think I haven't experienced eating other things?
I mean, at least not for breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat till 3 p.m. We did it. We're in the money with 11 big blinds, which is about average, actually. It's dead average. We are 40 of 80. We are 40 of 80. We got to spin it up, so we're just going to keep folding and folding and folding until we get aces. I'm going to try it out. It's this new strategy. That new strategy. Fold till you get aces. Let's look who's still in the bracelet event so we can be jealous of them. Center fielder. Recognize that name. Reg in tournaments. OTB Red Baron. We always hope he wins so he can come hunting cash. I'm just messing, man. The King Jack play was really good. Who else do we recognize? Anthony Zeno, 28th in chips. I'm only rooting for the cash game gods because they come and they fucking play elsewhere. I need to download Adobe Acrobat Reader. Alright, I'm fucking on it then. I am on it. 9-10 suited. 9-10 suited. I think we gotta rip it. I lied. This is aces to me, guys. This is aces to me. We are a risk taker. All exactly just the same love. If you could pitch to any batter in MLB history, who would it be? Vice versa to hit off any pitcher in history. I would like to pitch to Barry Bonds. All right, hold. Hold. Red card, red card. Yeah, baby. I would like to pitch to Barry Bonds just to see how far you can hit the ball. And I would like to hit off of Mike Mussina because he throws 82 miles an hour, and I think I actually have a sporting chance. I think there's a chance against Mussina. I do. Or not, sorry, my apologies. Not Mike Mussina. Mike Mussina was good. He didn't throw that hard, but he was good. Who is the guy who pitched until he was like 66 years old? The lefty. Oh, we call, buddy. How about that? I might slow roll again.
Does Bartolo still have it or something?
Bartolo throws hard, man. He's a fat fuck, but he throws hard. God, what was his name? There's no way he could break a pane of glass if you stood up 20 feet away from him. All right, we're going to need to win this one. Let's go. Yep, I should have slow rolled him. All right, good game. Let's get these last 3 big blinds in and then call it a night. How about that? How about that? Woo, a min cash. Jack 10's gonna count. Call any dealer. Call any. God, what is his name? Oldest. Jamie Moyer, that's who. Jamie Moyer. He threw like 13 miles an hour. Oh, we're ahead. We're not really ahead, guys. We have Jack 10, he has Queen 10. We're out. Well, if those two hands don't fucking sum up the entire day, I just don't know what does. I'm sorry. Today was miserable. I wish I could have these last 5 hours back, and I'm sure that you all wish you could have your time back too, because I was less than pleasant. On that note, I will come with more fire tomorrow. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm going to go home and get a really, really good night's sleep. And come back ready to rock this bracelet event tomorrow. I think it's a 1K.
I know about that. I'm selling for it.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow's a 1K6 max. Landon's very excited. He has a chance of maybe selling and getting his way in. Looks like it's a re-entry. 2x re-entry. Only a 2x. So we're pumped. I think this one will be a big one. I think it'll be like over 100 to first for sure, maybe 125. On that note, I'm going to wrap it. I will see you all mañana.